Hello there. Let's talk about what moves you, or better yet, the energy that flows freely through you. It's called prana. And I want to talk about this because it has everything to do with what we've been talking about, which is chakras. And in order to understand everything as it pertains to what we're discovering about the chakras, I feel it's necessary to understand certain terms around that idea or the concept of chakras. And so prana is one of them. Prana is a Sanskrit term, also like chakra is also a Sanskrit term too, and it means life force energy. So there's actually several different levels of prana, but for the sake of discovering and applying this to what we already know, we're going to keep it simple. And we're just going to talk about, prana as energy that flows in and out of the body, or in and out of any living things for that matter. There are times where this word is used synonymously with breath, but it's important to understand that it's not the same thing as breath. The breath is actually a vehicle that carries prana in and out of the body, and prana rises on and infuses the breath, but it's not the breath. Okay, it's different. Prana is actually a key element in an ancient Indian practice called Ayurveda. I hope I'm saying that right, which talks about health and longevity of life. It puts emphasis on a whole life approach to health and life extension by including certain elements like physical and breathing exercises, diet, massage, herbal medicine, and meditation. And according to Ayurveda, a body with free-flowing prana will be a healthy body, right? Just like a body that is blocked can actually lead to sickness and illness and possibly disease. And so the Ayurveda takes a holistic approach to health by balancing prana. And though, again, as we stated, it's through things like exercise, breathing, good hygiene is another one, diet, massage, herbal medicine, and other specific practices as well. And through these things, the prana will become balanced, and when that happens, it positions the body to be able to heal itself when needed. And the healing that happens within the body causes a full expression of life, as there is an integration between the mind, the body, and the spirit. And so this particular view of health and healing, along with this idea that we call prana, is actually a very old, ancient idea, and it's not just unique to India. You may have heard other terms like chi or ki. Those are words used to express life force energy as well, but those words are from China. And so it's often used in relation to other things like acupuncture or certain types of massages or traditional Chinese medicine. And I know we all know what acupuncture is. We should. It's a very popular Western practice. But acupuncture is a Chinese healing technique or methodology for also freeing the flow of the chi or the prana in the body by piercing those energy centers within our body with these little thin little needles. And Acupuncture is also said to relieve pain and promote healing. And so there's also massages in the Chinese culture that offer these healing techniques as well. And with these massages, they use manual pressure points on, or they use manual pressure on acupuncture points to correct the energy imbalances. So traditional Chinese medicine is actually a system of healing techniques based on traditional Chinese health practices. And it could include, right, the acupuncture and those massaging techniques, but it also could include herbal remedies and other remedies as well, and also special exercises. Um, and all of these things are designed to correct the energy imbalance within the body. Bruce Lee is coming to mind because there's other things like martial arts within the Chinese culture that helps that too. And there are primary practices today with those meditative movement exercises. It's not just about the physical discipline, but those exercises are also used to balance the life force within the body, the chi, or what we're talking about as the prana. And that's from the Chinese perspective of what they believe the prana or the chi is. They call it the chi, which is essentially the same thing. It's the same thing, just seen from a different culture, right? Because of their different perceptions or different language coming from different countries. And there's other countries as well that have the same idea, but it's a different word for it. And so, but because the word chakra is in Sanskrit, for the purpose of studying chakras, we're going to use prana and not chi or those other terms, right? Because we're talking about chakras in this particular part of the lesson. Let's see, what else? So as it pertains to, the Ayurveda, that's a little bit of information for you as it connects with our chakras. It actually ties into wanting to have this free flow of energy. As we know, the chakras are energy centers within the body. They're like gateways of energy. And so in our attempt to live our most balanced and healthy lives and to avoid any blocks or overloads or imbalances within that life force, that can actually lead to ill health or disease or sickness, we do want to practice things like this. We practice things in different modalities and different ways that help us to free that energy flow so that we can achieve that balanced, free-flowing energy within our body, which essentially leads to a vibrant, healthy life and an integrated body, mind, and spirit as well. And this is very different, I have to say, than Western medicine, which seeks to treat specific symptoms or specific physical abnormalities. Unlike the Western perspective, when we talk about prana and Ayurveda, these approaches are from an energetic perspective. It's healing from the inside out. And these energy-based healing systems see the body as a more holistic thing, or it sees it in a more holistic way. And there's the belief that if you correct the body's energy flow, then that body will be positioned to take care of itself in any situation when needed, right? And that's prana. All right. Till next time.